What is going on YouTube? Onyx back on this Mud 15, and today I just want to do a real quick video comparing these two cards. A lot of people are asking, especially since this mystery Chris Johnson, there's so many of them out right now because of all the mystery tickets people got. A lot of people are trying to compare this Chris Johnson to this 94 Football Outsider Jamaal Charles. A lot of people are asking which one is better. In my opinion, and in most other people that I know opinions, CJ2K is definitely better. Don't get me wrong, that Jamaal Charles is a monster in his own right. He is also very good, very fast, and he breaks tackles just as well as CJ2K. But the things that this Jamaal Charles does not have that Chris Johnson does have are when it comes to power. If you come over here and you look at their attributes, first you look at his trucking. It's a little better. 84 is not great, but for a speed back, 84 is really good, and he will run people over, especially cornerbacks. 84 trucking is definitely good enough to run cornerbacks over, and cornerbacks are like the main thing that are gonna be tackling running backs like Chris Johnson and Jamaal Charles because everybody else can't catch them. But the real reason that I say CJ2K is better is that stiff arm. 90 stiff arm is actually really fucking good for, especially for a speed running back. There's not too many speed running backs with 90 stiff arm, and stiff arm is, outside of juking, spinning, and stiff arm is the main things you're going to do with a speed running back, because once you get to the edge and you're trying to get down that sideline, there's always that one random person who shouldn't be able to catch you, but for some reason they're there, and the only thing you can do is stiff arm, or you can try and like truck them and maybe hope you get a broken tackle from behind or something like that. But the main thing that I do when I get to the edge, if there's somebody there, is stiff arm. And from my experience of using both of these cards, Chris Johnson's stiff arm is stupidly good. Like I've seen him hit some ridiculous, like Eddie Lacy, LeGarrette Blount type punch people in the mouth stiff arms. And when you have that 98 speed and 99 acceleration with that stiff arm, it's unbeatable. There's really nothing else you can say. I mean, Jamaal Charles, once again, he's really good. His stiff arm is also pretty good for a speed running back. But once you get to 90 and above, that's when your stiff arm really becomes like amazing. And Chris Johnson has that amazing stiff arm. And then when you go to the rest of their stats, they're really pretty even. I mean, neither one of them are really good pass blockers. Both of them same carry. Both of them are really good catching running backs. And even, I think, when it comes to route running, I don't know, Jamaal Charles might be a better route runner. I never really paid attention to that. Let's see. Catch and try. Yeah, Jamaal Charles is a little bit better when it comes to catching out of the backfield, better route running, better catching traffic, better spectacular catch. Nothing too big of a difference. But, like I said, the real giant difference for me is stiff arm. And also, CJ2K's stamina is a little low for a running back. Like I said, he's a speed running back, and when I use him, that stamina doesn't really matter. He usually breaks. I don't even run him most of the time. Like, I usually run a different running back, and then I'll bring CJ2K in every once in a while, and he breaks for just ridiculous runs every time he gets in the game. So his stamina almost never comes into... plays a factor when I'm using CJ2K. And like I said, I've used both of these running backs, and 97 juke move, 92 spin move is just as good as his 98, 94. It's not that huge of a difference. He still makes people miss with either, but 82 stiff arm compared to 90 stiff arm is a giant difference. And when you stiff arm somebody with Chris Johnson, you will be able to tell majority of the time, especially if it's a cornerback and certain safeties, as long as you're not running into one of them ridiculous safeties, Chris Johnson is going to run them over or just throw them off or punch them and just push them away. I don't know. This Chris Johnson is so much better than he should be, especially with that 95 overall. He's way better. Like, he feels way better. Like, his price should not be where it is right now. So if you have the coins to get this Chris Johnson, I highly suggest you get him. Highly. Like, I would get him over a lot of higher overall cards. I love that 97 DeMarco Murray, but he's not touching this Chris Johnson. I haven't used the 99 DeMarco, but I've seen other people use them, and I have not been very pleased with the results I've seen out of that Honors Murray. But yeah, this 95 Chris Johnson is a monster. He is a beast. Definitely one of the best running backs in the game, and I would definitely suggest you pick this CJ up over Jamaal Charles. But that's it for this one. I'm Onyx, and I'm out of here.